All right, we're live. Welcome, everybody. It's time for the monthly live. I'm Marina Blackford, and I am a breast cancer survivor twice, and I have 2 lives a month. So I welcome you to hop on and feel supported on your cancer journey. So, a little bit about me. I'm a 2 time breast cancer survivor, and I started my YouTube in 2020 at my 5 year mark of being cancer free to pay forward tips to anyone on their cancer journey. So, I have chemo tips and, mindset tips, as well as surgery and radiation tips. So, welcome to the live. We have our first comment on Amy. Hello, welcome. I love the live. So I'm so happy for those of you that show up here and comment and bring your questions, bring your support for others. The engagement, it just makes it so real for me and I love it. You guys really support me. So thank you. Crystal, good afternoon. Welcome. Where are you at, Crystal, since it's afternoon? People come from all over, and that is the blessing of YouTube and reaching people. Is I'm in my corner of the internet over here in the Phoenix area, Arizona, and you guys are from everywhere else. You're from Canada, you're from Africa, you're from India, the UK. So thank you. From Toronto. Awesome. Thank you. So welcome to the live. The live is everything for me. I get excited, I get emotional, and I usually bring a theme to the live. And I was kind of reflecting on that yesterday, but I'm gonna just kind of flow today. I wanna be here. Amy's from Ohio. I wanna be here and present for you all, and then I'll just kind of move through some stuff that feels right. So welcome, Leanna. Keep copping on, everybody. So, all right, if you're new here, uh, what I provide is tips for your cancer journey. And I think it's really important. I'm a mom to 2 young kids, and I was fortunate to have them after my first cancer diagnosis. I had breast cancer in 2015, and I did ANC and Taxol. And I was able to have children after. I did Zoladex, which put me into forced menopause. It's an injection to protect my ovaries. And I have a video of that on my channel, kind of breaking that down. And so I was blessed to have my kids. When I had my second daughter as a newborn in 2020, my second child, that is my daughter. When I had her in 2020, I felt a lump while taking a shower under my armpit near my ribs, and I had all my breast tissue removed, at least what they could remove from dense breast tissue, and there would be a new lump. And I knew immediately that I needed to call. So, listening to your body, I'm a big advocate for that. If that's how I found my cancer, really each time. I am at high risk because I am BRCA1, which is a genetic mutation on the breast cancer gene. And I know that, but even without that, if I didn't have any of that knowledge, both times something was off. I either felt a lump or I felt an ache, a twinge of pain every day in my breast that wasn't going away the first time. And I knew something was going on. I knew I had to go request my first mammogram, and I did. And both times I'd be diagnosed with an invasive breast cancer and triple negative, which is the most aggressive form of breast cancer. It's non-hormone responsive, it's non-hormone driven. Um, and so it needs to be treated quickly so it doesn't spread. And I chose chemotherapy. And on my channel, you're going to find all the tips to help you if you're choosing chemotherapy like I did. I'll go to some comments here real quick. Maria, hello from Alabama, and Chantel from South Africa at 6 p.m. Hello, it's morning here. It's 9, so welcome, guys. Um, so I chose chemotherapy. I like to say it that way because we all have a choice on our cancer journey. I am somebody that loves to get lots of knowledge. So I chose chemotherapy and it beat my cancer, and I have no regrets on it. It was not easy. It is hard. It's hard on the body. And so again, my channel is going to give you tips to help you through that. Um, Wanting all the knowledge that I do, I chose to actually become certified as a holistic cancer coach last year through beatcancer.org. And their motto is that we beat cancer by preventing cancer, right? By it not even being able to be present in our body. So the goal with holistic is to look at the whole body and um, really arm our immune system, our body, our health to be able to not let cancer cells thrive because it takes years for them to develop and then start tumors. So the idea is that you can create an environment where cancer won't grow in your body. And you do that by healthy eating and antioxidants and lots of good stuff like that. De-stressing, right? Our lifestyle, exercise, detox, and stress management. I love it. I love the knowledge. It's empowering. That being said, I do a lot of reflection then. Well, how did my cancer come about? Is it just because of my mutation? Was it because of my lifestyle? I can't say for sure. I can say that I try every day to do well. I've been juicing some organic carrots a lot lately. It's so rich in beta carotene, which helps fight off those free radicals. And it's, you know, so inexpensive once you get a juicer. So there's practices that I do that help me and it helps me feel empowered. And so I try to share that with you guys here. Um, I'll share more of that. I'm always, it's always a goal of mine to share what makes sense for you guys to receive. Now, I'm going to put your comment up for you, Amy. What I say about chemo being a choice and holistic is my goal here when you're here on this channel is to provide hope. And I get comments all the time that I'm able to do that. So you guys, if you're starting chemo like I did, you can see what it's like, what I uh, how to manage symptoms. Here I am 3 years later, 2021, 3 years later, and I'm doing really well. So I'm providing hope for you guys. That's my goal. My other goal is to eliminate fear because I think there is so much information out there these days with the internet and social media that you can go down these rabbit holes of being very scared to start treatment, which then, you know, you're just kind of like you have decision fatigue. You don't even know where to begin. So I want to eliminate your fear if you're choosing to do chemo. And I want to empower you if you're choosing to do some holistic. Um, I did not solely do holistic to beat my cancer, so I cannot tell you that that's what I did. So I combine traditional medicine with some alternative stuff to help me. And so we call that integrative. But truly, traditional medicine healed me, if I'm being honest. So I'm trying to eliminate fear of that process. And it's not for everybody to choose chemo or radiation. We all have different cancer journeys. We all have different diagnosis. We all respond differently, and we all have choices. So that's my goal. And that's what I want to make clear when you're coming here. All right, let's hop to a comment. Amy, I have inflammatory breast cancer. There's no signs until the cancer comes to the skin. Tomorrow is my 4th chemo round on AC, and I have loved your tips. Thank you so much. Thank you, Amy, for being here and sharing your story. It opens it up for other people to see that they're not alone, that we are all on some journey. And thank you for being here. Molly says, thank you. Trish E says, perfect timing. Heading to chemo today. Round 4 of 20 total, 8 of 14. Kadcyla. I've heard of this. Thank you, Trish. This is perfect timing. I'm so glad you could hop on. So I'm with you today at chemo. Remember, focus on if the chemo is not making you feel well, tell your nurses so you can manage symptoms. But just believe that it's working because it is. There's no way that that stuff is having all these side effects without working. So don't focus on it being not good for you. Just focus on the fact that it's killing cancer cells. That is something that I think is a really good mindset to put out there. Crystal, I also have triple negative. I just finished 3 infusion yesterday, and so far I feel good. I'm starting with Taxol, then we'll be getting AC. I'm also getting immunotherapy every 3 weeks. Thank you, Crystal. This sounds like a very typical treatment plan for a triple negative diagnosis these days, which would be that you're getting infusion. Taxol is a very effective one usually, and then ANC. And a lot of times now they're doing ANC, which is known as the red devil chemo because it's red. They're doing that at the end instead of the beginning. And then immunotherapy following up afterwards. Again, immunotherapy can come with some chemo-like side effects. I did not do it personally, but I've had a lot of people on the channel comment about doing something like Keytruda. The thing with that is it's trying to get you to that 5-year, right? The closer we can get you to being 5 years cancer free, then the more likely that the cancer will not return. And that's the goal. So if you can tolerate that treatment plan, it can be great for long term. Um, Again, managing symptoms. So when I say managing symptoms, neuropathy, nausea, fatigue. And remember, neuropathy, guys, you want to be icing your hands and feet during chemo if you are allowed to. It can help prevent some of that. I would recommend it. I did it. Joyce, I just found out I have appendix cancer. 1 out of 1 million get this type of cancer. I have stage 4. I'm starting chemo next week. And if the tumor shrinks, I might not. I might do the hot liquid wash. I don't know about the hot liquid wash. See, because that's how, when I was diagnosed, I purposely did not go to the internet for a lot of stuff. I really leaned into my cancer center, and they had a lot of information, then like a book they gave you with nutrition ideas and things like that. So I don't know about the hot liquid wash. Um, the chemo goal is to get rid of cancer. If you're stage 4, it's probably going to be very hard on you, Joyce. Yeah, it's going to be hard on your body, the chemo, because it has to get to cancer cells that are advanced. Ask your doctors what you can support yourself with during treatment. Is it okay for you to do vitamin C? Is it okay for you to do just some natural stuff like some juicing? It's up to you. I don't know what you want to do with your journey. I just know that I would do what I could to feel as good as possible. But to be honest, it's your life choice, and you have to live and be full of life in any way you can with the time you're given. None of us has a expiration date. None of us has a certain amount of time that we'll know we'll be here. So I will pray for you. I will tell you that right now, Joyce. I'm watching all your videos, she says. Thank you. Um, I am faithful, guys. I think sometimes if this stuff is too much, um, I I'll talk a little bit about it. I haven't really talked about my spirituality a lot, except that I feel like there is there is God. I believe in God and a higher purpose in life for us beyond this world that we're in. So I'll just say that. And I didn't tremendously lean into it on my cancer journey. I just really leaned into trying to feel well and enjoying my life. That's the other message of my channel. That's my other thing that I want to provide for you guys, is to feel like you can live life beyond cancer. And what does that mean? You can live life today beyond cancer. You can be on a cancer journey and not be cancer free, and you can still live. You can still love yourself. You can still give back. You can still have dreams. You can still have goals. I want people to feel that, but I don't want you to feel like it's all going to happen when this is all done. I want you to be able to have some of that on your cancer journey, because I think it helps you through your cancer journey. I think when you're setting goals on your cancer journey, you have a reason to get better. So, whatever your goal is it to get the promotion at work? Is it to be more present with your kids? Is it to take a vacation with your partner? Whatever that is, you deserve to live today. And that is my other message on my channel, is living beyond cancer. And I don't want you to wait to do it. So, okay. I'm like spitting it all out this morning, guys. Thank you for listening. Charlotte comments, hello. I messaged you on Instagram at the start of my chemo for breast cancer, and this week is my last. I know I have an 8-month-old baby too. Thank you for your videos. They have helped me so much. Thank you, Charlotte, for reaching out. Yes. You can find me on Instagram. It's my name, at Marina Blackford. And I also have at Beyond Cancer Coach. And those are where I share my life, and it's where I share updates for the channel, like the channel schedule. We're at the end of March, so I need to create April. I'm excited to do that. I will be posting that very soon. So definitely check out my Instagram, or just subscribe to the channel so that you can see when I post on YouTube. And I do post a monthly schedule, so you can see when the lives are. If you're watching this played back, make a note of the next live so you can hop on. Right now, the time is kind of locked in to like a morning time where I am at. But I'm hoping to change. I'm hoping to add in an evening eventually, maybe even a Saturday eventually. Just move around my live. I can't really add more, but I can move it around. So subscribe so you get all those updates. Lisa, hello, Lisa. What water filtration system do you recommend? no PFAs that can be endocrine disruptor. For this, it is called, we have a professional. Thank you for asking, Lisa. Lisa did message me this question and I didn't have time to respond. Here in our home, we use an RO system. So we had it professionally installed under our kitchen sink, and once a year they come and they change it. So RO is reverse osmosis, and that is a good water system. So if we're trying to, what Lisa's asking about is, it does matter what kind of water you drink, guys. You do want your water filtered because then there's less um stuff that can disrupt, like she's saying, your endocrine system, like your body has to detox anything that it's not using, and it can be overloaded if we're not drinking filtered water. So I'm looking up what I recommend right now. It's on my Amazon store. So if you guys are subscribed to the channel or you just go to my channel on YouTube, you can see links to my Instagram, my Facebook page, and my Amazon store. And it's there under kitchen favorites. And it is, I think it is, yeah, kitchen favorites. I'm just spacing on the name right now. It starts with a B. No, it's not under kitchen favorites. So it's called like not Berkeley. Is that what I'm trying to say, guys? I thought I linked it. I'll have to find it and link it. Bergie, something like that. It's a water filtration system. It's a big metal tank that you fill and put in your kitchen. It's going to look like a big water dispenser. It's one of the best systems. It's an investment to start. I think they're usually about like $300, but it's totally reusable and it'll filter your water. So Bergie, I think is what I'm trying to say. All right. Thank you for asking. Lori, hello, welcome. I had triple negative breast cancer, also not diagnosed as such until after lumpectomy for DCIS. So that's that ductal carcinoma. Clear margins, no lymph node involvement. Genetic tests were all good. I had Taxotere and cyclophosphamide 4 rounds. Thank you for sharing. So if anybody is similar to Lori's diagnosis, you could also expect that. Great news for her when there's no lymph node involvement, right? And the genetic tests are good. So how are you doing now, Lori? Oh, good. You already followed up for me. On anastrozole now, side effects from that have been worse than chemo side effects for me. The joint pain and stiffness is bad. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Have you talked to them about whether you could switch? I know some people do, what is it, letrozole instead of anastrozole, something like that. Because that's uncomfortable. That's really uncomfortable. And is there anything you can do to help those symptoms? I don't know. I would ask, like, can you take glucosamine? Can you? I don't know. But thank you for sharing. I think I would ask them if they can switch you if it's that bad. Bar, welcome. Some hearts and flowers. And JR, Berkey. Thank you for helping me, JR. A Berkey. Yes. I'll make sure to add it to my Amazon store. I thought I did, but a Berkey water filtration system is what you're looking for to be able to drink your water without worrying about what's in it. And for those of you thinking, well, can't I just drink tap water? What's wrong with that? Don't cities test the water so it's drinkable? They do. But to provide drinkable water to the masses in urban development, they have to treat the water. And the water is treated with things like, chlorine and fluoride and things like that. And so they would say it's a safe level to drink, but let's be honest, that stuff can in some way affect our bodies. So if you can filter that tap water, it would be even better. Something, just food for thought. Look it up, Google it, do your research. Trish E, Lori West, I am on letrozole 2.5 now since October and minimal side effects. So thank you so much for sharing, Trish. This is what I talk about when you guys come to the lives. It's not just me talking, it's a supportive community. I want you guys to feel that because I haven't done all the medications that you guys may be on, but likely somebody has and they're here to share. So thank you. Showing up here also is a way that you guys can pay forward. You don't have to come on the lives all the time, but just popping into one, sometimes you have this opportunity to share your experience and it's paying it forward. So I love it. Thank you. Liana, has anyone had breast pain after finishing treatment? I finished treatment 4 months ago and have quite a bit of work stress lately. I'm curious if pain plus stress could be linked. I That's a good question. I would think it's possible, Liana, yes, that pain and stress are linked. And so what kind of treatment did you finish? Was there any radiation involved? If there was, for sure you can have pain after that because the skin, everything is affected, right? Skin, muscle, all of that. And so I can tell you that I have some weird pain after having radiation done. So that's possible. Therese, hi Marina from KY. Is that Kentucky? I'm so glad I found you. Sorry, I should know that. You are so positive. I've been diagnosed with stage 2 lung cancer and cannot find any kind of positive podcast on people with lung cancer. Yeah, that's a very specific niche. And it's wild, guys. There's so many podcasts out there. So thank you for hopping on this live. And this is the YouTube podcast, is how it's replayed. I'm just happy you're here. Of course, my experience is breast cancer. You'll see some of the comments about treatment with breast cancer, but chemo, survivor, mindset. I mean, I think this can be applied to anybody. So just thank you for being here. And positive mindset. I don't know all that's out there. I have my Instagram account, Beyond Cancer Coach. I follow a lot of breast cancer accounts. So people that are advocates in the breast cancer community, triple negative thrivers, things like that. And I think it's great. I think there is something for everybody. But I did want to talk about this today. I saw someone's post yesterday and it was very good, very, very good. She was writing about, the whole, or somebody asked, like, are you good? Are you good after you're done with everything? Done, quotes. And sometimes it's hard because you're going to become friends with people in the cancer community and you might lose them and that effect on us and everything, just being a survivor. And it was a good post, but it can be a little triggering, is the word I'd use, if you follow a lot of that stuff. And so I wanted to mention this today. So thank you for bringing this up, Therese, because I want to make sure that you guys work through your emotions about your journey. I think it helps. And then set your boundaries sometimes if you feel like you need a break from seeing some of this stuff. Um, I want to encourage that because I know I feel that way sometimes. I'm like, I appreciate that there's people out there talking about it. People need to talk about all the things, surgery, being a survivor. But sometimes I just want to live life beyond cancer as well. And I just want to look at funny accounts of mom life and, whatever. So, or just take a break from social media too. Let's be honest, just get more, you know, present in how good that can be for us. So, I just want you guys to reflect a little bit. If there's stuff that sometimes feels triggering, maybe just take a break from it. Set your boundaries like you need it. Just close whatever it is, for a minute and just be present in your life, right? Be present in how you want to live. What do you want to do today? Do you want to go take a walk? Do you want to text a friend? But be present in your life because sometimes this stuff is a little hard to also see all the time. So thank you for being here, Therese. All right, Lori. She's responding here. Okay, to medication she's on. I did talk to my doc. She said she hears the same about others from her patients. Turmeric tea seems to be starting to help. I have been on 1 milligram of anastrozole since June. Oh, that's you're almost at a year. That's a long time, Lori. You're doing good. I'm just hoping that you get through your stuff okay. Liana, I finished chemo plus radiation. Yeah. So radiation, I'd expect for you, Liana, could cause some pain after. And I do feel like when you're stressed, your body, you'll notice, you'll notice some aches and pains more. I really do when you're stressed. When you're on a high and feeling good, you don't notice that stuff as much. But when stress is present, I think you can. So yeah, thank you for pointing that out. And again, just talk to your doctors though. Do you have an oncology visit coming up soon? Do you feel like you need to see them sooner, or you can always call and just let a nurse know what's going on? What kind of pain is it? I have a video on my channel shameless promotion here, called Pain After Cancer. And I break down in that video, I think 5 tips of what I would do when I have pain. So that way you feel like you're taking steps to figure out what it is and then, you know, just doing the right things to get it checked. Seco 13. Good morning. I'm a male. I just finished 4th cycle of chemo BEP. I have today and next Tuesday in bleomycin, and I'll be done. Yay! You'll be done soon. Of course, males are welcome here. Thank you so much for commenting. And thanks for listening to us, ladies. But congrats on being done soon. That's awesome. Fly, baby, fly. I do effleurage. F. Larages, massages in my wife legs sometimes are painful. I just don't know that word, excuse me, but in your wife legs sometimes are painful. I'm sure massages can help, and I hope that is helping. Patty. Hi, first timer. Hi, Patty. Starting carbotaxol for stage 3C2 endometrial on 4-2, first of 6. Get portacath on 4-1. So she's getting a port place to get her infusions soon. Checking out all the vids, waiting for Amazon chemo comfort stuff to come today. Oh, good, Patty. Thank you for being here. I'm so happy you found my channel. I have all those suggestions of stuff that helps you through chemo and 1 of 6. You know, you just start one at a time and you just go from there, go from there. And Patty, I'll be thinking of you. Thank you for being here. Trish, yes, I think they have all the same potential side effects, but some people's body can tolerate one better than another. So that is in comments to the anastrozole versus letrozole. These are medications you would take usually when you had a hormone responsive breast cancer after treatment. After a full year, it may be worth at least asking if it's worth trying a different one. Yes. Again, guys, it's your journey, you know, but we're just all here to kind of give our perspective, what might have worked. So yes, Grace 5, welcome. Hi, Marina. Did you experience lymphedema after surgery? I did not have lymphedema. I had pretty minimal lymph nodes removed, thankfully, since they were negative each time I had cancer. But I did go to my cancer center and I said, I want to see the lymphedema specialist. I requested it. And so they'll look at your chart and see how many lymph nodes you had removed. They'll discuss your risk. It's just good to get the knowledge. So you can go see the lymphedema specialist, but especially go if you've had lymphedema, inflammation in your lymph nodes or fluid in your lymph nodes, pain in your lymph nodes. Go. They can do a lymphatic massage. They can prescribe a compression sleeve for your arm, both arms, that could help. You should be wearing those sleeves when you travel in a plane, when you're going up in elevation. So, and it's very specific to your arm. They're going to measure so they get the right compression and fit for your arms. This is in regards to arms and having lymph nodes removed after breast surgery. So, thank you for asking, Grace. I did all those things. I just luckily didn't have a lot of problems with it. Lance, thank you for bringing so much light and positivity. I appreciate you. From Lance Joy Brando family. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. Just like that, guys, we've reached the 30-minute mark. I don't have an end time for today, but I'm just, wow. It flows. It flows. So let's chat, guys. Where are you at and what's next? Here's what's next for me. And I always just like to share updates. I'm here. I'm still here. I always think about how my channel can evolve. And I have a little, you know, what I do, right? I do 2 lives a month. I do a tip video and a vlog. That just works for me. And I'm continuing that. I've talked about wanting to volunteer at cancer centers and stuff. I think that's in my future. But right now, my volunteering technically is here. I do get some compensation from Google AdSense, but it's not it's not nearly enough to be like, I'm a full-time YouTuber, because that's not really my goal. My goal is to help people, and I get to do that by being here, and it's awesome. So thank you guys. This is my commitment to the cancer community. So I am here. But if you need one-on-one help, now, because I am certified, I like to make myself available. And so you can book me on marinablackford.com. You'll just click book a coaching session, and I'm available for a Zoom call if you feel like you wanted a more personalized experience. it's available. If the times that are on there are not good for you, you can go to the bottom of my website and send me a message and we'll figure something out. So I just want to mention that because I think that's where I'm at right now with what I can do for you guys. So happy to do it. Let's see here. Ooh, I see something I want to address. Let me just hop on a couple comments. Lisa says, please link the water filtration system when you have time. Yes, I will. It'll be on Amazon store. Fly baby fly. Thank you so much for your work. You're amazing. Before my wife got the first chemo, I knew what was coming next. She just did her 5th treatment, but doctor said she needs to go 7 more. Oh yeah, it can be a lot. I did 12 Taxol the first time with 4A and C, and I did 15 Taxol the last time. Our goal was 16, but I did not make it to 16 because my immune system was dropping. My hemoglobin was dropping, excuse me, and I had to do some blood transfusions. But thank you so much for helping your wife, for being here, doing the research. I'm so glad you felt prepared with what's coming next. That's why you come here. Nancy, hello, Marina. You mentioned you had a few blood transfusions. Yes. Huh, look at that. While on chemo. What is expected? Was your chemo paused? Thank you for all your information. Yes. I can reflect most easily on my last cancer journey due to chemo, brain, and memory. But yes, my last cancer journey, chemo was paused once that I needed to bring up my neutrophils and white blood cell count because it was dropping. So we needed to make sure I was doing a shot to boost that. And I think it was Neulasta or something like that. They have these ones that now they stick this like little patch on you, not really little, looks like a device on you. And the next day it administers the shot. So you don't have to go back to the cancer center. That was put on me at one time, and then they wait a week, and then you go back and do labs and make sure you're good to go for chemo again. I remember feeling really frustrated and bummed that I couldn't just continue because I just wanted to power through. That's just how I work. But I will tell you, having the pause in chemo was so nice. When I had that week off, I was like, oh my gosh, like I didn't realize how much my body needed it. So if they need a pause chemo, you likely need it, and they'll do something about it by boosting your neutrophils. When you do any of those injections, take a Claritin to offset the side effects of bone pain that those shots can cause. It really helps with that. So I did. And then we ultimately paused at the last chemo. I thought I was getting my last chemo. I showed up for my 16th chemo and hemoglobin was really low, my iron basically. And they needed to do a blood transfusion, but my oncologist that day said, we can be done. We'll do a blood transfusion. You're done. So I had 2 blood transfusions that day. Also, was very strange for me, wasn't expecting it, felt very emotional about it. Um, but if you need the blood transfusion, it can make you feel better. I didn't notice a huge difference in how it made me feel, but I know my body needed it, so we did it, and that's that. So here I am, done. So thank you for asking. All right, what do we have going on here? Okay, Karen, hello. Doctor told me I'm in the hot zone for TN BC. What's the hot zone? What does that mean? Sorry. And coming back, scary, but golden for today. Well, I hope you're golden every day, Karen. And what does that mean for your triple negative breast cancer? I want to hear cancer free, but you can explain more if you want. Fly, baby, fly. Oh yeah, you're amazing. Don't stop doing what you're doing. God bless you and your family. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I am a dental hygienist, so I work part-time as that still. And I'm also doing classes right now for life coaching, which is way more work than the holistic cancer coach program. It's like getting a master's degree when you do life coaching. It's a lot of hours. So that is going to be the foundation for me moving forward in my life and really being able to help people. Secco, oh my, and here I am complaining and whining about 4 cycles. You guys are so strong. Don't feel that way, Secco. Here's the thing. Those of us that have more chemo, that was a treatment plan of doing it weekly. So now some treatment plans are you do chemo every 3rd week, which means you're only going to do 4. And then it's almost the same duration as somebody that did 12, but you're getting a different dosage and you're getting the convenience of not having to go weekly. But it technically is a little bit stronger for you when you do 4. I don't know exact ratios on that, but so don't feel bad that you only have 4. You likely or maybe you're just doing 4 weekly, I don't know. But we all have different journeys. It's fine. It's fine. Um, okay, let me hop on here really quick. Maria, I am 44 and starting my 4th and final TC chemo on April 8th. Your channel has been a big help through my treatment. I would love to do something to help women when I am done like you do. I think that'd be great. I think there's so many ways you can do it. If you want to create an Instagram, if you want to create a YouTube, if you want to just go to your cancer center, if you want to put together you know, comfort bags for people before chemo, after. There's so many ways to give back. And and trust me, in life, if you have shared your journey somehow, there'll be somebody someday that's like, "Hey, Maria, my sister was diagnosed. Do you have any tips for her?" It's as little as that, and it makes such a big difference for people to know that someone was ahead of them and got through it, and it's possible. So, you will have your time. I always say that when I'm trying to remind people when one of my biggest tips is to ask for help on your journey because a lot of us are not good at that. So, ask for help if you need it, but don't worry about taking the help because there'll be some point in your life that it'll come full circle that you'll be able to pay it back to somebody. SC. I use Claritin also. It helped a lot. So yeah, you'll use Claritin if you're getting an injection to boost neutrophils. Fly baby. Ladies, always remember, don't my wife doctor said. The most important is you feel good. Numbers always gonna going down after chemo and side effects after the 3 days. Everybody react different. Thank you. You're right. Yes, all of it. All of it. Um, couple more comments on here. Thank you guys. You're really showing up now. Lori, I got Neulasta after all 4 of my chemo treatments, the one that sticks in your arm. I never got sick during chemo. All my labs were steady the whole time. It can happen. Yes. Yes, that Neulasta, it could be such a lifesaver. They might do it like with Lori, like just automatically, or they might just do it when numbers start to lower. Karen, I had my 6-month MRI and all is good. Yay! And 2.5 years out. Doctor said it comes back sooner more than later, so not to stop my scans and such. Okay, good. I think an MRI is a very good diagnostic tool and they're screening you and you're getting there. You're adding time after you're done to to get better odds on it not coming back, right? I feel you there. It's very likely it won't if you completed treatment. So, you're good. Um believe it. Say it. Amy, I started recording my journey and posting on YouTube mostly because you are one of the only positive places in the chemo cancer space. My mouth is like my jaw dropped. I can't believe that. I love that though. Thank you, Amy, and thank you for trying to share in that. Um, I can't believe that I'm one of the only positive places, but it's certainly the feedback I get. So thank you for being here and showing up today, everyone. Um, all I can say, all I can say is thank you. Just thank you for being here. I know that this is something that would have helped me. And so that's what I did, right? I'm like, well, let me just create that. Let me use all the things that help me and pay it forward. And I didn't realize how negative stuff can get attention. And everybody has their story, and it might not be as uplifting. That's their story, but I'm happy you guys can all feel the positivity here. Woo! I cry almost every line. Lisa, for those in chemo, I pray you all have those amazing nurses and friends support. Take it one day at a time. Remember to find the pockets of happy and 5 things that made you smile. Very good. Lots of support in the comments here. So thank you guys. Lisa asks, did you have lymph nodes removed from one arm or 2? Both arms. Both arms, just not a lot, thankfully. Yeah, and I've had a lot of surgery, so Karen, happy Easter, Marina. Yay! And yes, your channel helped me tremendously. You're a gift. Thank you guys so much. I thank you for being here. You're just fueling my life today, fueling it with good stuff. Happy Easter to anybody that celebrates. It's one of my absolute favorite holidays. My son and I were just talking about it this morning. For us, it's a symbol of new life. It's a miracle that God is here for you guys. again, I'm just going to touch on some spirituality today because I do feel that this week. Easter's coming if you do that, but there's a purpose for you being here. You are made for a reason. You are here for a reason. And when you feel overwhelmed and lost, just hand it over. You don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to have all the answers. I don't have to have all the answers. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we're just going to take today and do our best. We're just going to open our eyes and say, thank you for one more day and just breathe. Just breathe. I pray you all have an end to your cancer journey and that you find all the peace and all the hope that you need to get you through. I am going to wrap it there because if I don't, I'm going to start crying. Crystal says, not only have you helped me so far in my journey, but it is also your amazing community. Thank you, everyone. Yes. Yay, yay. Okay. One more. Ricardo. Hi, Marina. My wife has her first chemo treatment this Friday. Any tips for her? Yes. Thank you so much for all your videos you have posted on your journey. It's taught me how to better support my wife. Yes, this will help you, Ricardo. Thank you so much for doing your research. I recommend if you can, when you go to my channel across the top, there's little things that say videos, community, click on playlists, and there's a chemo one. 12 Things I Wish I Knew Before I Started Chemo is probably my best one. It seems to really break down some of the stuff. And then I just released a video this last week of before you begin chemo, 5 things. And so watch that. It's a really easy one to watch. It's just kind of the something that you might need to hear. And that's what I recommend. So Karen, thank you. Christine, I see you. We love you. She says, we love you, Marina. I love you guys so much. In the end, it's all that matters is God and people. I believe that so much. So thank you for showing up today. And I will post very soon when the next live is. And have a great day, everybody. Thank you.